instances of paranormal phenomena have been reported in this desolate place. Events that may reflect the area's tragic past.
Through.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dangerous Podcast, where we talk all things paranormal. I'm Ken James, and this is Jason McKittrick.
Hey, folks.
And if you can haunt, howl, or dwell in the dark, we are talking about it. And tonight, weather's getting nicer. You go outside, you're like, it smells like baseball in the air. You know, I felt that the last 2 days. I was like, you know what? It might be time for a road trip.
Yeah, we like road trips. And we've done this before, but
yeah. Well, we tend to do it around baseball season if my memory serves.
You're right. It's a natural impulse that we start talking about this. We didn't even plan it.
No, it's just you go outside, you smell that. I was like, oh baby, it's gonna be barbecue time soon. There's gonna be dingers and yangers. Like
what are you doing to me?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm getting us ready for spring because look, I love winter. I'm a winter guy. We've had a pretty strong winter this year. And
we got winter with a capital W this year.
Exactly. And when you have that, it makes the spring that much sweeter,
It's true.
You can't have the cold without the warm and the hot. I don't want to get into the dog days of summer. That always sucks.
No.
But spring is a magic time.
It is.
When life comes back, it's a renewal, Mm-hmm. The bright colors. Well, actually, no, it's more of that's more fall. But anyway.
Pastels.
You get more pastels.
That's where you were going.
That's where I was going.
I was just going to let you cook. I didn't know what you were going.
Thanks. But you know what? I want to hit the road, and I want to talk about 12 haunted locations that are on the roadside. You know what I mean?
100%. Of course I do, especially when we're reading from an article from Atlas Obscura.
Exactly. And Atlas Obscura, I've mentioned them before. I appreciate their work.
Oh, we've mentioned them 100 times on here.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But we also get to talk about ghosts and hauntings and traveling places we might have been. I don't think I've been to any of these places, but I've been to Vegas, but I didn't go to Zach's. But we'll get to it.
Wasn't there yet.
Yeah, it wasn't there yet. But before we take this road trip, this ghost road trip, I will be bringing you tonight's jump scare. All right, thanks, Ken. Tonight's jump scare comes to us again from our old friend, Dave from Nowhere. This time, he sent me a little video. So we're not going to have the video because we're, back to doing, drive time stuff. We're back to being the voices on the radio. But I do have an audio clip that I isolated, I enhanced, because you know how I do, ladies and gents. You know how I do. I edit stuff. But so what I did was I isolated it and I got the sound for you. But before, I get to playing that for you, I'm going to tell you, I get a text. It says, are you able to hear this? I can't tell what's set off my motion detection camera. However, if you listen, you can hear something strange. I look at other videos that night and do not hear it. I know it's not anything, but it sounds like breathing. So it's a little curious, so I asked a couple questions. So this is in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's a property in West Virginia that our Dave from Nowhere has cameras up at. And he says, I have 3 cameras at the property, and they all start recording when one detects motion. So once one camera detects motion, they all start recording. The one I sent you detected motion, though I can't find motion. The other 2 just start recording, and I can't hear a thing on them. There's no metal that would be dragging. I found it very creepy because I was like, it potentially sounds like, metal dragging, and you'll be the judge. But then he says, I do see a fox on another camera about an hour later, and I know they make strange noises. So this is in West Virginia, and also it turns out that this is Bigfoot country. There is Bigfoot sightings out there. But all right, before we get into all of that, let me bring you this sound. Here's the sound. It's 2 minutes. I'll try to get to the good parts. So that's the camera turning on that click.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second. it happens a couple more times. That was a good one. I'm going to go back and look. All right, so it goes on for another 30 seconds there, repeating that sound. Now, I have a couple thoughts, being the amazing audio engineer.
Well, yeah, me too. Because the first time I heard it, it sounded different. Now that I'm hearing it in my cans, go ahead. You can go first.
Yeah. So, but it is in the middle of the night, and what I'm thinking, I hear what first I thought I was hearing like metal dragging, right?
Yep.
Like an abrupt skrrr and a stop, I over and over again. Then when I hear it in the cans, kind of sounds like a rooster.
It does sound like a rooster.
That's getting clipped because of the proximity and volume,
right,
in the microphone.
That, or it could be coyotes, because it kind of sounds like that, because they have a very similar sound. Or it could be, or even foxes. My vote would be for coyotes, middle of the night.
Right, my vote's going to be Bigfoot.
Well, my vote is always Bigfoot, and if not Bigfoot, Mothman.
Yeah.
But
so we're saying, let's go pragmatic here. Coyotes is your
that's what I would put money on that.
Coyotes, okay. I'm gonna say something similar. Could be some kind of animal. But if you hear that in the middle of the night and it turns your motion cameras on, and you don't see them, it's pretty spooky.
That's kind of how they are.
Oh, right. But also Bigfoot.
Look, man, it's either Bigfoot or it could possibly even be flaming skulls. Oh shit!
No! Whoa!
Jesus!
Peter James.
I'm coming through.
Sorry, I lost myself there. I'm sorry.
Oh, God, this New Year's got us all bugaboo.
Ooh. Sorry, folks. I thought we were clear of those.
No, we'll never be clear.
Oof. Sorry about that.
Followed us from like our second episode, you know? Whew.
Yeah.
I think my chest hurts.
The past returns.
There's flaming skulls everywhere. It's gonna get crazy.
Yep.
It's turning the frogs. Eugenicist.
Vampire.
Yeah. Patriot. I'm a scared man. Yeah.
Really?
I said you one that was Taco Bell earlier.
Yeah. They get better. Every day I get a better one.
I was dying, and then like
the McDonald's one is my favorite one. Yeah, but folks, you don't know what we're talking about. You probably should at this point, but if you did, there's an Alex Jones meme that's going around where he like names off like it's from that one interview where he was talking about like people in the government, like
politicians, yeah.
And now they've been doing it with just other things. Like I saw one with beer. I saw someone with like the hell baseball players.
Yeah, right.
The McDonald's characters is the best one. Though.
Yeah, the McDonald's characters is the best one. But then the one I sent Jay today was Taco Bell items. And actually, like next
Moses.
level. And then Moses is
the Mexican pizza was Moses. All right, we went off track.
Yeah, sorry. Well, it's good, but Bigfoot makes sounds, and it'll do that to us. Anytime we hear Bigfoot, we get our sillies. We get excited. Yeah, we get excited. It gets us in our ghoulies. I just what was it? Friday, I sent Jay the Sierra sounds. It was our, bi-monthly volley of the Sierra sounds. I needed it too. I was in the middle of some bullshit. I was like, you know what? I need this right now. I put it on. Yeah, good. Yep. I felt it. All the way around. There was a need. I was like, there's a disturbance in the force. Yeah, bro came to the rescue. Fuck yeah, dude. Right. So, well, there's also something else in the news that we got to talk about. And I guess I will also be bringing us tonight's haunted headline. Once again, thanks, Ken. So, guys, Jim Carrey's unrecognizable puffy face raises eyebrows. Quote, "This is quite alarming." This article is from Yahoo Entertainment, Yahoo News. Jim Carrey sparked a wave of surprise among fans when he appeared at a 51st Caesars Awards looking noticeably different from how they remembered him. The actor was at the event to receive an honorary award, but it was his unexpected facial transformation that drew the most attention. Fans quickly voiced concern about whether he had gone under the knife, with one even asking if he was wearing a mask. Jim Carrey's appearance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony last November also sparked concerns for similar reasons. So it's already a year later, and they're already like, he looks different. This is another year later, and he looks different. On Thursday, actor Jim Carrey stepped in Paris for the Caesars Awards, which are considered France's highest film honors. Dressed in an all-black suit, where I don't even get into this. Anyway, he looked fucking nuts. So,
well, he's been like degenerating over the last few years. Like he's lost his mind.
Yeah, he's dissociated completely.
Yeah. Remember that he showed up to some like award show? He's like, I'm not even here. He's like, this isn't even real. He was like circling around the girl, and she's like, what is going on? Yeah. And that was the beginning of that. And then he started getting into like painting, and then like
ayahuasca. And he was going on the spirit cleansing journeys, and then, where like he'd go into the woods and starve. Yeah.
Right. And then he was on that he was on that show. I never watched any of the other episodes, but it was like comedians and cars getting coffee or something. Yeah. And then someone was like, you got to watch the Jim Carrey episode, and he just is out of pocket the entire episode.
He's like climbing over his own security wall. I watched every episode.
He like stands up and he drops like artificial sweetener or whatever it was, probably drugs, into his coffee. He's like, on the table. He's like, bring it black, don't put anything in it. And they're like, okay. Yeah. But I don't know why everyone's getting so like excited about this. The celebrities get this shit done all the time.
Well, gang. I'm here to tell you what's actually going on.
Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter.
Eugenicist.
Vampire. I'm not doing vampire. Patron. But
Moses.
So
Moses. Next level.
Moses. But so this guy. So look, all the conspiracy theorists has got a huge win. We got a huge win with the Epstein files.
Retard.
Right, retard. But here's the deal. We got a huge win, and now people on the internet are like, oh, this is an avenue. It's my time to strike even harder and push even more stuff. So they're like, and then you have, all right, so you have the kind of the tastemakers who, make money off this stuff for clicks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then some of them, there's a couple of them that I know that are always wrong, and they're just pushing it. I don't know the names off the top of my head. I know one of them, but I'm not going to go into that. Yep. But always pushing this stuff. They're always wrong. They steal people's stuff. But this is just another thing that they jump on. And then everyone followed what they said about this is from, not even a year ago, him on Colbert, which was 6 years ago. So it's all muddying the waters, and the conspiracy theory wins about everything besides flat Earth being true has now triggered, all those are cleared up. They're all wins are where are our next conspiracy theories. We know there's Satanist vampires that run the world.
Well, now they've gone back to exactly. Well, we know that. That's just true. Right. But now they're going back to re-looking at the moon conspiracy again. That's the next thing. It's like, come on, stop.
Yeah, look,
and it's all because fucking Rogan went rogue again. Now he's talking about all sorts of weird stuff. Not that I'm like a daily listener or whatever, but somebody sent me the thing where he's like, nah, I don't think the moon landing happened. It's like, oh, we're back to this again. So I don't know. It's like a smoke screen or some shit. I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah. We got a lot of feds and G-men that are doing podcasts right now too. That Sean Ryan, that are doing a little misdirection at times, but. So
putting it out there, huh?
It's kind of obvious. When the explosion at the Trump Tower with the Tesla happened, he went full just like, I still work for the CIA. Like, that's what it was. It was
We should probably just have a Sean Ryan episode.
Yeah, right. Because I was like, whoa, dude. And then he had like that one vet that was like apparently knew the guy, and like, oh, dude. But so what's happening now is you're having this resurgence of, all right, all our conspiracy theories that were the big ones for the last however many years are true. It's all in there. It's all out in the open. Besides flat Earth, and they're bringing back the moon one because that wasn't mentioned in the files.
More importantly, because it's the 25th anniversary, watch out for our September 11th episode, because that's coming soon.
Look,
deep dive. That's going to be several episodes.
That can be several episodes, and we are
Building 7 will be its own episode.
Yeah, we are not suicidal. But so so Jim Carrey basically had plastic surgery. He had nip tuck. You even pointed out the tape that was next to his ears.
Yeah,
so they pull the face back. You can see he's had collagen and Botox. He's had, they apparently messed up and shaved his eyebrows, but that might have been part of the procedure to put the needles in to know where to tighten the face up.
It's crazy. It's crazy because he for the last few years he's like campaigning, I'm not part of Hollywood anymore, but then he started doing movies again, in earnest, and they're like, oh shit, I forgot how cool this is. So they brought him back in, and now he's fully back into the belly of the beast. So now he had to get the nip tuck. The facelift.
Yep. They were like, he probably wants to finance something. He's probably looking to finance something, and he's like, got to get back in, and maybe he's got a pet project that needs a lot of money. So what do they? This is what they all do.
Right.
They hop out for a while.
And they said that there's like that cycle. You can each celebrity is allowed to have 3 cycles into the machine, and this will be his 3rd, I believe.
Sounds about right. Yeah. So you had his beginning, which was the Ace Ventura, in Living Color, and Ace Ventura. That was his breakthrough. Then he fell off, and then he came back with like the Bruce Almighty phase and Yes
Mr.
Man,
Popper's Penguins.
Yeah, Mr. Popper's Penguins, and the series of unfortunate events and all that stuff. Then he fell off hard again, went insane, convinced his girlfriend to kill herself. Went on Stern, talked about that. Came out against vaccines with Jenny McCarthy, and then he fell off for a long time, and now he's back. From outer space.
They let him back in. They're like, you gonna be good?
Yeah, you gonna be good. You gonna do that thing on the shows, like on Kimmel? You gonna do the Illuminati thing?
Yep, we gotta do the symbols. You're not gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
Don't point it out. Don't point out all the symbolism at the Grammys. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't make fun of it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of it. Do it.
Yep.
Bring the power back home.
Yeah. Or we could just play the clip of our buddy Trevor from The Whitest Kids You Know. Lays it all out.
Yes, he does. My man. R.I.P. Trevor Moore.
Yep.
Do yourself a favor. Go watch National Lampoon's Miss March. Have a time. Have an evening. It's a good one. Starring the director of Weapons and upcoming Resident Evil film. Him and Trevor Moore. The other guy from Whitest Kids You Know.
And I feel like we're entering, I think we talked about this last couple episodes ago, but I think we're entering into the time where we're going to have to start saying me and Ken are not suicidal before we start doing each of this.
Yeah, we right before we put this show on hold to try to focus on learning Lovecraft, we both kind of looked at each other and we were like, we gotta make a turn here because honestly it's in our faces. And one thing I think the biggest thing is, it's like, we don't want to muddy the waters. We don't want to muddy the waters, and we are truth seekers, and we hopefully are. We like to be truth tellers. As funny as we find things, and as joyful and jovial as we are, but there's a lot of stuff that people misconstrue, and we're trying to get you on that right path of where the conspiracies turn and go. We're so inundated by it now, because now, like you were saying, now every jerk on here is like, oh, I'm into conspiracies, and they're hitting you with stuff that's like, dude, this is like 10 years ago. I was like, what are you even talking about? We have a personal friend, I won't say his name, he hits me with articles every day. I'm like, dude, 12 years ago. Yeah, stop. Like, he was like, there's this thing about the Kennedy. I was like, are we bringing up the Kennedy assassination? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, that's like baby nuts. That's like that's toddler stuff. Like, what do you? I was like, do you know about the Kennedy that drove off the bridge and killed him? Yes, I know. Yes, we all. Yes, Yes.
Do you know JFK Jr.? He didn't really. I'm like, yes, I know.
Yeah, we know. We get it.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton. Stop.
Yeah. He's like, did you know there was another building that fell down during September 11th?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Building 7?
Yeah. We know.
Dude, it was a planned demolition. I know. I know.
If you don't know, you're a boomer.
Yeah.
You're a boomer.
Yeah. Ask about all the elevator construction that was going on in the Twin Towers that week.
Or a certain group of college students from a certain country that were granted access to live in the building, and it was an art installation, and then when they came down, they were saw dancing on the. No, let's not talk about it.
Nope.
Anywho, we're not suicidal, but it's just
we'll get to the topic. I swear.
Right, yeah, we will. We're laying because people have been asking too about there is a little change in our tone with certain things, and it's just we started being I don't know what's the word. We just started noticing more and more of the veil or the curtain being pulled and the mask slipping.
They called 2025 the Great Awakening. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Yeah. And it sounds crazy, but all you got to do is look a little bit, man. I mean, it's everywhere, and there's an awakening about a lot of stuff. I know how crazy I sound, but also they're putting it in our face now. Yeah. Now they're just being blatant about it, and you know what I'm talking about. Like it's everywhere.
Yeah. And it almost seems like it's on purpose.
It is. It's to be brazen. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, that's the reason for our shift in our where we're at now. It's the tinfoil hats have actually they're just now Indiana Jones hats. Now we're just
about to say. Yeah.
We're just wearing we're out there.
Yep.
We're going through the ruins. We're pulling I'm just like, why did it have to be snakes? And then Jay will be like, it belongs in a museum, and I'm like, I know.
Yeah. Lots of punching.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, not everyone's a Nazi, not everything's Hitler,
Right. Speaking of River Phoenix.
Well, funny enough that you should mention that. His brother, Joaquin, you might notice us getting a little more, I guess, conspiratorial or...
we're just following the culture, folks. That's where it's going. Yeah. I mean, cryptids will always be fun. Haunted houses will always be fun. But, we got to address the stuff that's right in our faces. We just have to.
Yeah, and they are other dangers. And, we haven't dived into true crime yet. But who's to say we won't at this point?
Well, it has to have some kind of, connotation that makes it,
smiley face murders, smiley face murders, smiley face murders.
Yeah, I know you love that one. I'm sure we'll get to that.
Yeah, right. But anyway, guys... So after that, I guess, heavy little portion there of Jim Carrey and conspiracies.
Yeah. Let's get in the car.
Yeah, let's get in the car. All right, guys. I'll let Jay kick us off here.
All right. So, like I said, we're pulling this from a fun little article that we came across from Atlas Obscura, and they picked some pretty great, roadway spots on here. And there's a few that I think we did. There's one or two that we did cover before, but there's a few that we just got to go into.
Hey man, sometimes on the road you stop at a place multiple times.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to see it from a different angle.
Yeah.
So first up, we're headed to Tonopah, Nevada, and the old Tonopah Cemetery. This is the one that's next to the Clown Motel. Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's already famous at this point. So
and it's the cause for all the.
Yeah, the once booming mining community of Tonopah owes its existence to a wayward burro. One of prospector Jim Butler's animals had wandered off during the night and sought shelter near a rock outcropping. When Butler located the burro next morning and picked up a rock to throw at the animal, he noticed the rock was exceptionally heavy. That rock turned out to be from the second richest silver strike in Nevada history. So Tonopah suffered the typical booms and disasters that most mining towns do, but unlike many of its counterparts, it never emptied enough to receive ghost town status. It's no metropolis, but it chugs along with a population a little over 1,200. So like any town, it does have its ghosts, and most of them reside at the old Tonopah Cemetery. This was founded May 7th, 1901, with the burial of John Randall Weeks, and was active until April 1911, when the number of dead outgrew the tiny plot and the growing town required a new cemetery. Some 300 people are interred at the location, including many of Tonopah's pioneer residents, many of whom fell victim to the mysterious 1902 Tonopah Plague, the cause of which still remains a mystery. Genesis. Other eternal residents include some 14 miners who fell victim to the Tonopah Belmont fire of February 23rd, 1911. Belmont, I guess there were vampires involved.
Yes.
Among them, Big Bill Murphy, who died saving miners at age 28, and Nye County Sheriff Thomas Logan, killed in a shootout in a Manhattan bordello. Of course, many believe... Yeah, that's
Nye County, too, man. Art Bell wept. Art Bell wept that night.
Of course, many believe that the cemetery is haunted, and interested parties should inquire with the owner of the Clown Motel, which is next door. Locally, though, the Mitzvah Hotel and Silver Rim Elementary School are thought to be more actively haunted. Yeah, this is just that great, that Nevada desert ghost town kind of like flavor that just sucks you in.
It's such a, and there are cemeteries, like, because we're obviously East Coast boys. Like, their cemeteries out there are so different to us. Even our small ones out here. Like, they look, I don't know, there's just something about that.
Everything's wood and that sun-bleached everything. Yeah, it's got a different flavor.
It
you can just hear
does.
Arthur Morgan in the background.
Right. He's just like, Dutch, I think there's ghosts out here, Dutch. Mm-hmm. Humanities. People living in that.
Man-bear pig.
Yeah. Apparently, Arthur Morgan has become Alex Jones. But no, I mean, that's awesome. Johnny R.W. out there causing up a stir with his spooky hauntings. Mm-hmm. No, I just, something about those old desert cemeteries, man. It's just, it's a different, like, it's a foreign kind of visual for me. I'm used to like the kind of wrought iron fence with like the pillars of cement like in between, and everything's kind of tilted. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, we've got a little more old world flavor on the East Coast because it's the older section of the country. Out there, it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's like makeshift. Yeah, those are like more like makeshift cemeteries.
Yeah, like whoever was making his grave, stone, who was carving out of wood, was also starving to death and probably had rickets or something.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. Our next stop, Concord, New Hampshire, for haunted margaritas.
Hey, man. Those are the only kind I like.
Yeah, that's what I always order. If I go to Texas Roadhouse, I'm like, mango margarita, make mine haunted, please. So, this location of a Mexican chain restaurant has a unique location, an old jail. Sick. I repeat, sick.
Amazing.
I want to go. Yeah, right. Yeah, we probably should. All locations of Margaritas, the New England chain restaurant, offer chips, salsa, and, margaritas. But only one serves them to customers seated inside jail cells.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Patriot.
Before one Bicentennial Square in Concord was a Mexican restaurant. It housed the Concord Police Department. From 1890 to 1975, cops came and went, occasionally locking people under arrest in the building's jail cells. Margaritas opted to keep the cells. That's so sick.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, placing tables inside and in the hallways. From the outside, the colorful restaurant signs clash with the cold stone of the old police building. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to us.
Not that far.
Yeah, right, dude. Despite the fun atmosphere, local legends hold that the restaurant is haunted by a spirit named George, and the ghost hunters, of course, including the Paranormal Research Society, have visited in search of spookiness and paranormal footage.
Dude, this is amazing. You go there, you get liquored up, and then the next thing you know, you're eating chips and salsa, and you're having pictures with ghosts, and you're hanging out in the jail cell, and and then if you get too sauced, you could just be like, oh, I was inhabited by a spirit.
Yeah, you're like, it's the spirit of George. George has me. Oh man, that's a step above being cooler than Jack's Firehouse in Philly, right across from Eastern State. Because like, you go there, you get some libations, have some good food, get some grub, have some drinks. You can go over and do all that. But this is like, I don't even need to go across the street. I'm there.
Right. It's one location.
Yeah.
No crossing of the streets. You don't have to bring your like ticket stub or nothing, or if I ever get harassed about terror behind the halls, behind the walls while you're sitting there.
Yeah, right. If I ever strike it big, I'm buying an old jail and making it like not just a restaurant. We're putting an arcade on the bitch. There's going to be laser tag. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be wild.
And you're going to be playing one of those old arcade games for like hours. Like, that was amazing. And you look down and it's been unplugged the whole time. You're like,
yep. And the high score is just or boo.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Amazing.
I'm so funny. I'm so funny.
Yeah. Like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll take a 6. I'll take a strong 6.
All right, now we're moving on to the nation's capital. Another George, but Georgetown.
Oh,
They're
no, it's George.
Yeah, no, it's George. Georgetown's Haunted Halcyon House. This stately mansion, built in 1787 by America's first Secretary of the Navy, is rumored to be one of the most haunted buildings in Washington, D.C. As yet another stately mansion in one of the District of Columbia's oldest and most expensive neighborhoods, the Halcyon House hides its secrets well. Few passing by would ever know that the home on the corner of 34th and Prospect, just a block away from the high-end boutiques that line Georgetown's famed M Street, I don't know, is a regular contender for the title of the most haunted house in Washington, D.C. We know the most haunted house in Washington, D.C. is the White House.
Yeah, knock it off. It's our highest rated episode.
Yeah, exactly. Built in 1787 by Benjamin Stoddard, America's first Secretary of the Navy and a pallbearer at George Washington's funeral.
Sick.
Yeah, patriot. Ownership of the Halcyon has passed through a number of hands over the last 230 years, collecting just as many spirits along the way. A nephew of Mark Twain's, named Albert Clemens, purchased the home from Stoddard's daughter in 1900, believing that continually expanding the lavish property would somehow help him escape death. Clemens proceeded to make a dizzying array of bizarre changes to the home, including constructing staircases that led nowhere. I know where this is going.
Yeah, right.
Installing an assortment of secret trapdoors and building tiny rooms that serve no real purpose. Some of them so small they could hold nothing more than a single table and chair.
Well, did this guy talk to the people over the Winchester Mystery? Did
exactly.
A spiritualist tell them this? I don't know.
Amazing. Or he was doing some weird stuff with people. It's like, here, go sit in the little room. You know what I mean?
That's
what
pretty
it sounds
fucking.
like to me.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Go sit in the little room, and you can stay in there so long. You start you're like, people were in there with me.
Or you tell them like, go in the little room. Then when they come out, you're like, oh, you shrank a couple inches. Like, no, I didn't. Like, yeah, you did. You went in the little room.
Yeah. They're like, you look pale.
I don't know. These people were crazy back then.
Yeah, it wasn't your imagination that made it up.
Unfortunately for Clemens, the construction spree was not the secret to immortality, and the Halcyon's third owner died in 1938. Today, the 21,000 square foot home is owned by a Japanese philanthropist that uses the building as the headquarters of a nonprofit science, art, and entrepreneurial startup incubator aptly named Halcyon. Yeah, that's some kind of that's a front for something.
Vampire.
Yeah, I was just about to say vampire.
Yeah, vampire.
The growing shapeshifters in the basement.
Yeah.
Despite the home's new identity helping young entrepreneurs develop tech-friendly companies, I hate all of this.
Yeah.
The Halcyon is still said to be haunted by its first owner, Benjamin Stoddard, who is frequently cited on the property, along with a number of other figures, including the building-mad Clemens, the spirits of a group of runaway slaves that perished in the building's basement. Say I knew the basement. It's always the basement.
Yeah.
After escaping from the South, and a mysterious unknown woman who can sometimes be seen in upstairs window ghosts.
Window ghosts are cool. Women window ghosts are cool. I'm a fan.
Yep.
Murdoch's dad's house was haunted by a woman with long blonde hair or black hair. Who's a window ghost? Murdoch's dad.
Oh yeah.
And right outside of Nottingham. Yeah, it's got a lot of cool stories about it. And then there's another guy that they named too, which you never do. Never name a ghost if you live there. It's like the Philip experiment, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, what was it? Mark Twain's relative that ended up buying the place. I maybe it was a thing of the time, where the spiritualist movement took over and was getting wealthy people, and they were like,
yeah, they have too much money and they get all into this weird shit.
Yeah,
and
keep
then,
constructing. If you keep constructing, and if it's never done, you'll never die. When in reality, they're probably like you said, I want a small room and I want a fire pole that I can go down and put my gear on and go kill ghosts, go hunt down ghosts.
Yep.
He just was trying to build a containment unit.
Yeah, and the neighborhood was like a demilitarized zone.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. We have the tools. We have the talent. But yeah, they but is that true? I want to look into that. I want to find out if that's true about the place, or if they just co-opted that story of the Winchester Mystery.
Look out, folks! We might be doing a whole episode on this place.
And these are why these are fun too, because we end up finding stuff that we're like, let's have a look-see.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, speaking of a look-see, we're gonna go over to Monrovia, California.
Let's do it.
To the Aztec Hotel.
I like decorations.
I do too. I'm a fan.
This is some From Dusk Till Dawn.
I was going to say, it looks like the Titty Twister. Yeah.
It does.
So the Aztec Hotel. This was our hotel. And you can find pussy running around. Fuck it. Anyway, this was our hotel. Yeah, you should. Unfortunately, I already watched it twice this month. No, I'm just kidding. But this was our hotel on historic Route 66. Has been plagued by rumors of paranormal activity. The Aztec Hotel's astonishing facade has drawn travelers for decades as they journey down what was once part of the historic Route 66 in Monrovia, California. For nearly as long, it has been ringed with rumor, scandal, innuendo, and suspicions that unrestful ghosts may roam its halls.
I hope so.
I do, me too. I really, for them, I hope so for them.
You know what? I would like to hit that haunted margaritas and then this place right after.
Oh.
They kind of have a similar tone. You know what I mean?
You're speaking
you
my
go,
language.
You go to the margaritas first because that has more of a more recent in history, like Mexican kind of thing. And then you go to this, it's got the Aztec flavor, so you take you back, and that's when you see the vampires.
The food alone is worth the trip.
Yep.
Open to the public in September of 1925 with a star-studded debut party, the hotel almost immediately ran into serious financial trouble. Gotta, go big or go home. According to author, photographer, historian, and paranormal researcher Craig Owens, never heard of him, who was spent decades studying the hotel's history, local religious and women's groups refused to stay there. Sounds like a bitch. Repelled by a mural reportedly depicting a Mesoamerican god of lust. That's why you stay.
Yeah.
To add to the Aztec's trouble, it didn't have an electric sign overhead until 1927, making it hard for passing motorists to see it at night. Yeah, that's a bummer. And there was no address on any of the hotel's promotional material due to an unrelated civic argument over what street it sat on and should be named. Today it's West Florida Boulevard. That sucks.
Yeah,
that's
we don't know our own address.
Yeah, that's like shitty public planning right there.
Yeah, or there's we don't want these people here. Let's just not give them an address.
Why would God put a sewer center next to a playground?
Why?
In 1927, the Aztec was repossessed by the bank. Ooh, condemnation and then a skeet. And those are real estate terms. And for a time, its fortune began to turn around, aided by two things: a new director and the creation of Route 66, hell yeah, which was designated the same year. Business immediately began to increase. Weddings and parties started to take place at the lobby and the courtyard, and with the arrival of more guests, crime and vice started to increase too, like you do. Throughout the late 1920s and early 30s, the Aztec became the site of rumors of iniquity and vice. A speakeasy in the basement was the most persistent one, given some credence by the fact that the formerly sleepy hotel suddenly began throwing large and suspiciously well-attended New Year's Eve parties. Cartel. Patriot. Traitor. But the Great Depression caused the business to flag again, and it was once again repossessed by the bank in 1930. In 1931, Route 66 was divided, and the Aztec fell into the wrong leg of it. Which saw barely any traffic. The hotel closed again in September of 1932, remaining in limbo for the next 5 years. In 1937, with Prohibition over, the Aztec once again reopened. This time, its popularity aided by the addition of the cocktail lounge. Yeah, it did. Over the next decade, though, the same dark rumors started to circulate, that it was the site for organized crime, gambling, sex work, violence, and suspicious number of guests abruptly dying in their sleep.
Yep.
From all those other things. All those other things led to the dying in the sleep.
Vampires.
And vampires. Traitor. After a long period of decline, the Aztec was foreclosed on again in 2009.
Damn.
Yeah. In 2012, its new owners said they were renovating the property with an eye towards restoring it on some of its former glories, which is great. Always do that. You use the system of cost or depreciation. Anyway, while you can't get a drink yet at the hotel, with Craig Owens, the researcher and ghost hunter who also serves as the Aztec's ancestral memory, I don't like that. Owens says he's experienced paranormal events and in the hotel's halls, but greatly describes the ghosts themselves as grumps who will most likely leave visitors alone. Should you go, tread lightly and try not to disturb their fitful rest. So this guy has set up shop there. I want to go here real bad.
This looks amazing.
It does, but the Craig Owens guy, we got to look him up because it sounds to me...
Traitor.
Yeah, traitor. Sounds to me like he has set up shop as this place is, St. Pete, and I don't like it. Like, what do you mean? Like, who are you? You over decades of doing all this stuff? Like, who are you?
The building is amazing.
Oh, it's sick. I went through the pictures. It definitely looks like the Titty Twister inspired it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we just got to get Cheech Marin over there to just set everybody straight.
The band playing and it's only after dark. That song going. Boom, boom,
yeah. All right, buddy. You ready to head over to Littleton, North Carolina?
Am I ever? Have I ever been ready?
But, dude, a cryptozoology and paranormal museum?
Yes. Look at the house. Look at it.
I know. It's like the silliest thing I've ever seen, but let's talk about Look at these people. No offense if you're the owner and you're listening to this. I doubt it, though. The spookiest, most unexplainable phenomenon always seems to happen in rural America, right?
Yes.
So where else would you open a museum dedicated to things that go bump in the night?
Rural America?
Yeah. Any wooded area is bound to have at least one Bigfoot/Sasquatch/Yeti sighting, and Littleton, North Carolina is no exception. First of all, there's no Yetis in North America. Get your shit together.
Yeah, come on, guys.
However, when residents in this tiny town see strange creatures, they get local cryptozoologist Stephen Barcelo on the case. Barcelo isn't just a one-man operation. He founded Littleton's Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum, which is surprisingly well-stocked for the size of the town. It's here that he collects and displays his research artifacts, as well as some of the other items that would be of interest to fans of the paranormal. I mean, those Bigfoot footprints look legit.
Yeah, but look at did you see the haunted dolls? Did you see that section?
Yes, the one clearly modeled after the Warrens nonsense.
Yeah.
There are casts of Bigfoot's prints, many of them made by Barcelo himself. Mrs. Beasley, the haunted doll, is reported to move about in her locked case.
Mrs. Beasley.
Mrs. Beasley.
Come on.
Yeah, I think Robert the doll would just wreck her.
Robert the doll would wreck all of them because he's real.
Yeah, we've been over this.
Yeah.
Don't do this to us. UFO sighting testimonials accompany photographic evidence of their appearances in the night sky. There's also a section of fakes, such as a Fiji mermaid. Barcelo also hosts ghost tours of Littleton and displays ghost hunting equipment at the museum. The museum and the tours educate guests on the paranormal, but also on the history of Littleton, something Barcelo holds equally important. Since the museum's founding in 2015, more cryptic sightings have been reported there than ever. It's almost like it makes it happen. Perhaps this is because people now have some place to report their experiences, but Barcelo maintains that the sightings are becoming more frequent because the local logging industry is encroaching on the creature's habitat.
Maybe.
Yeah, this has a lot of this has some Fox Mulder vibes.
It totally does. It totally does. Dude, that is like a masterful level of gaslighting with the fake section. The fake section. It's like
it is. Look at this shit. It's real. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah. This is the fake stuff. This is the real stuff.
Yeah. It's like, wait, which is the fake and which is the real? I can't.
Mrs.
I'm having trouble.
Beasley,
wait, this is.
It's real. The Bigfoot footprints, real. Yeah. Beasley, real. That stuff.
They showed me a haunted doll. I can't see you anymore.
Yeah, right. Fiji mermaid. Can't see. But no.
Wait, this is fake, but the doll is real?
Yeah. Wait, the feet. All right, man. Who's your expert here?
Yeah,
Footprints.
seriously.
Indiana Footprints Jones. Who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Any more on it? Any more on that? Or is that
That's it, buddy.
Oh,
That's it. I mean, I wanted to get in and get out. It was just like if I actually visited there. I'm like, okay, this is all bullshit. Then we just leave.
Yeah, it's like, you want to go watch the game somewhere?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Oh man.
We're in the middle of the I'm like, dude, Harper Grand Slam. You're like, fuck, let's get out of here.
We've almost done that on the podcast before.
I know.
Harper Grand Slam. The show's over. I think we gotta finish this. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna head over to the place in America where everyone just like agreed to party, Las Vegas. Everyone's like, there's gonna be a place, that's just gonna be secluded.
Yep,
and we're all gonna party there, and it's gonna generate some of the craziest lunatics in the world. Yeah, we're talking Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're talking about Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
Moses,
next level. Guys. If you're a fan of the paranormal, then Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum is a must-visit when in Las Vegas.
I want to go, man.
Dude, I do too. I really do. I'm so mad that I'm probably never going to go back. But the museum is filled with strange, unusual, and even haunted artifacts. It's not just a building turned ghostly museum. It's also a historical landmark of its own history to explore. In fall 2017, Zach Bagans of Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures, if you didn't know what he was from, opened the Haunted Museum in one of Las Vegas's oldest residences. Constructed in 1938 as a mansion for banker Cyril Wengert and his family, the property most recently housed the Nevada bankers. Oh, you bankers. No, well, stock market. So banker. The property most recently housed the Nevada Bar Association. Several weird urban legends have been connected to the home, along with rumors of satanic rituals. There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the bottom of it. Even if it didn't happen, Zach, says it did.
Yes.
Even if the house was never used for dark rituals before, it's certainly filled with more than its fair share of unsettling relics now. Blending haunted objects and historical artifacts, the museum is not for the faint of heart. Jay, if you're faint of heart,
I'm not.
it's not for you. I'm just saying, if you know someone.
Here's the funny thing, though. I like that they this article juxtaposed the bullshit museum next to this one that could also be bullshit, but they put this one was done with $150 and a wish and a prayer.
Yeah.
This one was done with full backing by the Travel Channel and whatever else is going on.
But anyway, an area set up as a functional parlor, including hand-painted glass windows from the 1800s. Another room is full circus-themed puppet theater. I hate it. Mm-hmm. One room features memorabilia and personal effects related to the famous serial killer Charles Manson, John Wayne Gacy, Richard Ramirez, and others. Another allows visitors to peek inside Dr. Kevorkian's Volkswagen death van. There is even an exhibit featuring objects previously owned by former Las Vegas residents and entertainers as Michael Jackson and Liberace. Okay. For fans of Baggins show... Yeah, right. For fans of... Remember that show Behind the Candelabra, or the movie that they made for HBO?
Do I ever, with Matt Damon?
Yeah, Michael Douglas and Matt Damon. For fans of Baggins' show, you will see the infamous doll Peggy as well as the original staircase.
You can't just hit me with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. From the Indiana Demon House, as well as the Dybbuk box, visitors may see Baggins strolling through the museum or the gift shop. All right, so first of all, they actually built a TV show about this museum. Remember that? With all the haunted things? I remember the episode with Dr. Kevorkian's van.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. That's just fucked up. That whole thing, man. That movie that Pacino played him into was rough. It was a rough watch.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That was like an HBO movie, wasn't it?
It was. Well, he signed a deal where he would just, play crazy people for, 4 or 5 movies.
Yeah, because he was Roy Cohn, too.
Yeah, and he was also Phil Spector.
Yes.
And then he was also the football coach.
Paterno.
Paterno, yeah.
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 Yep.
That first assisted death scene was fucked up. The one at the house with the bag over the head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy's like, it's too hot. And they what if we remove the bag? It's like, the wife was there.
Yeah, it's like, you're just killing people.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to stay in Nevada for the next one. We're just going to venture out a little bit to Virginia City. We've mentioned this place before, the Washoe Club. It's the haunted museum and saloon. That's what you do now. You got to open that up.
Yep.
In the booming days of America's Old West, the Washoe Club was Virginia City's most elite private social institution, a membership-only organization born out of Nevada's fabled Comstock Lode. This millionaires' club attracted a mix of mining magnates, artists, and intellectuals who sought to rub elbows with the other, quote, men of importance and relish in the luxuries brought with the territory's silver bonanza. The club opened its doors on B Street on June 1st, 1875, in an opulent space with plate glass windows, upholstered furniture, and a mantel brimming with beautiful bronze statues. I thought they were going to hit me with another B. That was a weird sentence.
Yeah. Beautiful bronze baby billionaires.
Yeah. Its first 60 charter members, membership was limited to just 200, included plenty of Comstock and Pacific Coast royalty like Tahoe timber baron D.L. Bliss, Virginia and Truckee Railroad officers F.A. Triddle and H.M. Yarrington.
Traitor.
Okay. Yeah, vampire. The club's guest register was peppered with prestigious names like General Ulysses S. Grant, Patriot. General Robert Sherman, and actor Edwin Booth, traitor. Less than 5 months after its opening, a fire tore through town and destroyed the bulk of Virginia City's business district. This included the Reynolds Building, where the Washoe Club was located. Although undoubtedly a setback, the club's trustee board quickly set to work on finding a new space to house their lavish activities. They settled on a 3-story brick building on C Street with a saloon on its bottom floor. The club then outfitted their new headquarters with 8 apartments, a reading room, billiard parlor, and paintings by renowned Virginia City landscape artist C.B. McClellan.
This place is like a satellite station for the Bohemian Club.
Absolutely. The 8 apartments, it's a whorehouse. Just say it.
Yeah. Where you can go play pool afterwards and read.
Yeah. Now more elegant than the previous rendition, the space even featured a reporting telegraph that provided the latest stock market updates to club members. Yeah, this is a satellite.
Yeah, satellite
you are
station.
100%.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. However, by the time the Washoe Club was back up and thriving, the local mines were already diminishing in productivity. As Virginia City's population dwindled, so did the club's membership. When it finally shuttered in 1897, the city's territorial enterprise newspaper wrote, quote, "The closing of the Washoe Club marks an era in the history of Nevada." These days, the space has earned a new moniker as one of the most haunted locations in the West and has made repeat appearances on shows like the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures and A&E's Ghost Hunters.
No.
I don't think Ryan Buell made it here.
No, I don't think he did either, buddy.
I wonder where he is right
jail.
now. What do you think he's doing right now?
Probably cuddled up with his boyfriend in jail, in prison.
Yeah, well, you think he's safe there? I don't think he is.
Safe? I think, dude, that guy's like a charismatic leader, and I think without the drugs, he's probably running some like supernatural cult in there. He's probably like
we'll investigate and report further.
Yeah, he's like this jail is haunted.
Yeah. We should see where he's incarcerated and see if he's allowed to get visitors and see if we can get in there.
Or get an interview. We can become a pen pal.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
So the club's second and third stories have sat empty for more than a century, but the first floor saloon is open for business. Visitors can swing by the saloon for the possibility of encountering spirits like the Lady in Blue, who is said to appear atop its spiral staircase, and that of the old-time prospector with a penchant for stealing unattended drinks.
Moses.
That rascal.
Moses.
Yeah, next level. Paranormal activities such as swinging doors and tipping bar stools are par for the course here. Even creepier is the building's back crypt, which was once used for storing dead bodies during winter.
Fuck yeah, dude.
An on-site museum highlights the structure's haunted history. So, I remember the episode where they talk about that, where that the upper floors have been abandoned for like a century, and like for I think it was the Ghost Adventures episode, they opened up this room that had been open in like literally like a couple decades, and that was a spooky episode. Like,
was that the one where Zach went missing, and they found Aaron laying on the floor or something?
I don't remember. I just remember see, I enjoy the daytime history stuff because then when they put the night vision on, I kind of just check out.
Yeah, I think that might have been the one where
they went back here a couple times.
Yeah, I think it was Nick Roth ends up disappearing. It was back when he was still on it, and he ends up like disappearing, and then, they find him on the floor. But since something's happening to someone, Zach has to.
I'm gonna have to queue it up and watch it later.
Yeah, and he like overdoes it. He goes missing, and our poor sweet Aaron.
You know what? I might throw it on after this because Lily loves Ghost Adventures. I'm like, hey, let's put on the Washoe Club episode.
Yeah, the poor. I'll while we're doing this, I'll find the. Shit, my mic on. While we're doing this, I'll find a clip from YouTube to make sure.
It's hard to focus on.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's hard to focus on anything from that show after the peyote episode. Like, I just that's the high water mark.
I remember I came over to visit when you were still in Tom's River, and you were like, did you watch the newest Ghost Adventures yet? I was like, no. You were like, this is what we're doing. You're like, he's like, they do peyote and they're looking for skinwalkers. He's like, you're like, Ken, you're gonna love it. And you know what?
This is it.
Yeah, guess what? I love it.
You showed up. I was like, this is it. This is definitely it. That's all on the Washoe Club.
Yep. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh, God. And this is another reason why I love these episodes. It brings up these fond memories of just our fun times that we've had with the paranormal and those lunatics on the TV shows that we watched and that we loved. All right, guys. Yeah. You guys like Washington? How about Spokane, Washington?
I'm okay with it.
You all right? All right, cool. Well, guys, we're going to the Greenwood Cemetery. Local legend has it an old decaying staircase outside the cemetery is haunted by dozens of ghosts. Reminds me of Poltergeist, and I am into it. According to local legend, the staircase at the Greenwood Cemetery in Spokane, Washington is more than just a little haunted. In Boquita, a little high.
Haunted by turkeys, apparently.
Right. Yeah, in the pictures. Yeah. If you walk up the stairs without any lights on, the story goes, you will see the faces of men, women, and children when you reach the top. That's spooky. Those brave enough to climb the stairs will also hear, they say, the shrieks and cries of the dead, and they will feel something akin to the rain on their skin. So the cobweb feeling, but rain.
Right,
I like that. That's cool. Supposedly the site of satanic rituals, here we are again,
Yep.
the staircase dubbed 1,000 steps because nobody can make it to the top. According to the legend, leads from the side of an access road up to the cemetery. Renovations made years ago have rendered the staircase unnecessary and it sits decaying and rarely, if ever, used by standard visitors stopping to spend time with the cemetery's residents. Even if you're able to make it to the top of the staircase without being overcome by fear and don't experience the presence of ghosts, you will still see a beautiful landscape and 100-year-old tombstones. I love that. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, they bring it home.
Yeah. The staircase is located on private property, and entering it without permission of property owners is considered trespassing. Yeah, well, local police and security officers regularly patrol the area to specifically catch trespassers. Tell that to everyone at Byberry and every...
Dude, that's what makes it fun.
Exactly. Oh, we can't
Avoiding
go?
the police.
Yeah, avoiding the police and ghosts. Guess what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, man, but that's great. That reminds me of all the awesome, spooky, we gotta go here kind of places.
Oh, dude, same. Legend tripping.
Yeah, man. That's just... that's
Days gone by, man. Those are some good times. Yeah. If they're, you have to have a little bit of there. You have like two like types of danger. You're sneaking in and trying to avoid police/security, and then when you're in there, it's like, okay, is there homeless going to kill me, or the ghosts are going to kill me?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, and you prep with like BB guns, knives. You have water. Your boots are on.
Yeah.
You're like, we're going to be here all day, and then like you're in there for like 2 hours. You're kind of like, kind of want to get out of here because I don't want to get caught and the risk of running into a homeless person and getting stabbed with a piece of glass covered in piss. You're like, the risk is growing. The risk is growing. But then you got to kind of shelter in place because the security come by.
Yep.
You know, and the cops are like, fuck, we got to be in here for a couple more hours because they're just hanging out. They're just having lunch out here.
Yeah.
These
and then
guys
you sit there and you snap into one of your just sit there, you snap into one of your Slim Jims, and you're like, well, they're eating, so I'm going to eat. Similar, the one time we...
Had a Slim Jim today. That's funny. First one in like 7 years. Britt bought me one from the Dollar Tree.
Can't even tell you when the last time I had one.
I couldn't believe it.
Similar thing. We broke one of the times we went into Marlboro, the psychiatric hospital. Same kind of thing happened. The cops were doing some kind of training right outside the building we were in. I was like, so now what do? We literally just sat in there, and then like they started to come into the building, and we kind of, as they were coming in, we kind of like moved around and then ran into the woods. It was
sick.
It was sick. You know what else is sick? The Mitzvah Hotel.
Oh, back to Nevada, huh?
Oh, yeah. Built in 1907 when the central Nevada town of Tonopah was at the height of its silver boom, the Mitzvah Hotel opened its doors to provide a place to wow and woo potential investors from the east. It quickly became the town's epicenter, and its 5 stories spent 25 years as the tallest building in Nevada. The hotel was named for the sobriquet bestowed by a prospector's wife on the first silver lode discovered in the region, a biblical reference meaning to come back together with those you love. The Mitzvah's fortunes fluctuated along with Tonopah's boom and bust mining economy throughout the 20th century, and by 2000 it was shuttered. It went on to spend the next 10 years with its doors chained and windows boarded, just ghosts in there, just marinating. Yep. Just paranormal stew. But in what kind of stew?
Paranormal stew. People like it.
Beautiful. But in 2011, the owners of several Sonoma wineries purchased the Mitzvah, renovated it back to its former Wild West glory, and reopened the hotel in October of that year. The stained glass windows, lighting fixtures, elevator, clawed foot bathtubs, and the majority of the lobby's furnishings are all said to be the originals from the 1908 opening. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Probably holds on to some spiritual activity.
Right. It kind of reminds me of the Divine Lorraine in Philly.
Yes.
The sign and how the font
is. You know what? That might be an episode.
Oh, it absolutely should be an episode.
We should do the Divine Lorraine.
Yeah.
I drive past it so many times, and like it's just got such history.
I was my one band I was in, that was our name for like a month. We were Divine Lorraine, and then he was like, I want to do something cooler, and I was like, you suck.
Lame.
Because haunted hotels are way cooler.
Yep. Crap, mega crap. I'll give you $50. So the Mitzvah has since gained a reputation for its fair share of ghosts, recently being recognized as the #1 hotel in the U.S. by USA Today. Several of the suites are named for some of its supposed permanent guests who haunt the room or its surroundings, with a plaque outside each room providing the grisly details. That's really cool.
Yes.
Stories include a senator whose body was hidden in a bathtub full of ice within the suite before his final election to allow fellow Democrats to announce a replacement after his re-election. Genesis.
Checks out. I was about to say, checks out.
Of course it does. Next level. And the infamous Lady in Red a 1920s era prostitute strangled in a jealous rage by one of her Johns at the end of the 5th floor hallway. Jesus. Everything's going on here. Yeah. Emotions ran high.
Yeah.
Whose ghost is said? Yeah, man. Whose ghost is said to leave behind the pearls that tend to mysteriously and inexplicably turn up around the hotel. That's some good stuff. Collect all the pearls and you get a special trophy.
It's kind of gross though too. You know what I'm saying? Hotels, a lot of pearls.
Yeah. There's a joke in there somewhere. You guys can form it yourselves.
I didn't want to cross the line. I had to throw it out there though, because I almost exploded from the inside.
Yeah, hotels and pearl necklaces. We get it.
Yeah.
An ornate book is displayed prominently at the front check-in, in which guests are encouraged to write about their encounters with the lady herself, the children who haunt the 3rd floor, and the various minors whose apparitions are said to make frequent appearances throughout the hotel.
Yeah, that's a stew, all right. That is a paranormal stew. Yeah,
it reminds me of the Goldfield Hotel, kind of very similar.
Yeah, I like we so far we have 2 different ladies. We have a blue lady and a red lady. We're fans of that. Fans of that over
they
here.
battle.
They could. They definitely could.
Every 4 Novembers they battle.
But they also have like their own powers too. You know, one fire, the other's ice.
Probably.
Yeah, right. They wear ninja outfits. It's sick. It's good stuff. There's kids ghosts. You got
the hotel's
ghosts.
got it all, because there's just all those, we talk about this whenever we talk about a hotel, all the emotions that occur at a hotel. Everything, every emotion occurs there, and then in that captive environment, one room is experiencing all sorts of weird shit. And
this is the good stuff construction, so this is the stuff that holds it.
Oh yeah,
it's not particle board and drywall.
Yeah,
cardboard ceilings.
String.
Yeah, string.
Tape.
String and cardboard paneled ceilings.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that. But anyway, all right. We're getting to the closing here. Now, there's going to be 2 in a row here that we have talked about prior.
Fine.
But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to muscle through. Let's go back to Savannah, Georgia. Let's go back to Savannah, baby.
Do it.
Ghosts on ghosts on ghosts. We're going to the Marshall House, an early 19th century hotel with a past that is steeped in the Civil War, which you guys know we love.
We do.
This passage is going to be small. It's a little one. In the oldest city in Georgia, you are bound to hear a surplus of ghost stories. Yes, you are. In Savannah, it seems every location has a unique set of ghost stories. The Marshall House is the Marshall House is home to quite a few. The haunted history comes from the hotel's time as a Civil War hospital. We talked about this, I believe, in our first Civil War episode. Between 1864 and 1865, Union troops wounded, our boys, wounded during the conflict were treated at the hotel. There have been reports throughout the decades of hearing and seeing ghosts in the hallways, sounds of doorknobs rattling, faucets with a mind of their own, and so many more ghastly, ghostly tales. A visit to this former hospital may elicit a few disembodied voices or chilling touch from a former Union soldier. Classic house, man.
Can we get a Wendigo riff there?
Wendigo riff.
I love the Civil War stuff. Because I think I said it we've said it previously before. It's in history, but it's close to us, but it's not close to us at the same time. So you understand it, but you don't. You know what I mean? It's on a weird
It's like our first hauntings. It's like our collective history. Just the idea of we're a young country, young nation, comparable to the world, but so all of our historical and colonial, even prior to that, hauntings, we have Revolutionary War hauntings from battles, and then we have the Civil War, which is obviously closer, and there are, I guess, probably the last Civil War soldier died last year, you know what I mean? So it's still within that, I don't know, I'm stretching.
I believe the last Civil War soldier died in the 70s.
I think. How about this? The first lineage, the last person collecting a war pension. I think it was. That's what it was. The last person collecting a war pension from their family, passed down, died.
Interesting. Okay.
Something like that. It was basically people who have a lineage steeped in that are still around today.
Yeah. And you can read and then people read the diaries, and it's still our language. You know what I mean? It's there's not too many things in there that make you think, okay, it's this was so long ago. It's really weird. It sits on that border between this is long ago, but then again, these guys seem so relatable because you can read their words and you know what's going on. And it's just it's just great stuff, and some of these places are just some of the best things we've ever come across.
Yeah. And one thing I love about what you were talking about, how it's like they still speak our language and do like, yeah, it's not like we're reading some like ancestor from like a prior time that spoke or even spoke differently. The thing that pisses me off is like just their their letters, to their friends or whatever was like poetry, like I mean, dearest Jason.
Oh yeah, it was a different time, man.
I miss our laughs, and like we had.
I haven't received the letter in months. Yeah. Don't do this to us.
Yeah. yes. Don't ... touch me, sir.
Exactly.
But I just
No, totally. I mean, all the Civil War stuff, just it has the feels too, because it's another thing I was going to say. It's like it's close enough where you can kind of get the emotion too. You just feel it. So it's like I think that's what translates for me, at least.
Absolutely, and we both love history and the history of this nation. We're patriots. But Moses, next level. The idea of like being so close to that, such a big part of history to the nation that has become the superpower of the world, like us being here and like that being one of the fundamental like backbones of our country,
right.
And how we were going forward until Gen Z ruined everything, but
it's seeping in, folks.
Sorry, but no, I mean it's just I'm with you 100%. It's I hope those ghosts never leave. I hope those ghosts continue to haunt us forever.
Yeah. Well, where ghosts never leave? Arizona, because we're headed back. Tombstone, Arizona, to be precise. The Birdcage Theater.
Yeah, we've done it, but let's do it again.
But I want to go here so bad.
Yeah.
Tombstone, Arizona is home to many Wild West legends, and the Birdcage Theater is no exception. I mean, this is the one, right? Opened from 1881 to 1889, the theater was a saloon, a bar, a theater, and a brothel, with the ladies hung from the ceiling in crib-style rooms named birdcages. Mm-hmm. Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday drank and played cards there, and many were murdered there as well. Bullet holes still show in parts of the stage and the walls and in the ceilings. According to the operators of the saloon, 26 ghosts apparently still love to party at this historic brothel saloon in southern Arizona, and it's a frequent stop for ghost hunters from all over the world. Supposedly, shouting and loud music is sometimes heard at night, and some tourists have claimed smelling cigar smoke and whiskey in the air.
Yeah.
After years of being closed, the Birdcage was reopened for tourists in 1934. The night tour is probably best to experience a spooky time, but perhaps even more interesting than the paranormal phenomenon are all the wonderful original historical artifacts perfectly preserved since 1889. This place is like, this is it, man. Like, if you want to have that Wild West experience, I mean, I've seen so many people go here. Like, I've seen YouTubers going here. Like, it's not a fully produced show, and like even those kind of experiences, like, this is just awesome. Like, just so much history.
I think if they start doing time travel tourism, like if we ever get to that point.
You mean when we get to that point?
Yeah, right. I think I'm going Tombstone. I think I'm going Boomtown, Tombstone.
I'd like to see the Battle of Gettysburg.
That's great. That's great. And the grand scale and its importance in history, yes. But for me, the two, because
I get it.
I love the aesthetic and vibe of that shit.
You love Red Dead Redemption so much.
Oh, it's not just that, dude. The movie Tombstone itself, Kurt Russell is my hero. No, but like, that vibe of like that style of living. It's hard men, hard women in a hard time, but they're still finding that. Yeah, but they're finding a way to like joy. There's music. It's like this weird amalgamation of just the culture at the time, and like the railroads are being built. They're like, railroads coming through real soon, and they're building it like at the time actively.
Oh, I would totally want that. Yeah,
two things. Yeah, so I would want to be there for the gunfight at the OK Corral, and the other would be Washington's Crossing. Those are the two. Those are my two. Because I drive by Washington's Crossing a lot. Happened, and I just think in my head visually, I'm like, oh my god. Like I want to see it. I just like that. Those would be the two things. Those would be the two places I'd visit.
Yeah, I mean, I have to sit down and think for mine, but like, I would definitely want to see Gettysburg. I would love to see Lincoln do the Gettysburg Address.
Ooh, you fuck. That's a good one.
Chills. Not that one. I don't know. God, there's just so many things. I don't know. The first recitation of the Declaration of Independence, maybe.
Right. The speech where Teddy Roosevelt got shot in it in the speech
and then continued.
Kept going.
Because I think he just looked at him and said, "You fuck," and then continued.
Yeah. His pocket exploded. Everyone gasped, and he was like,
"Yeah."
So about the banks.
Yeah.
He just kept going. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we got one more stop on this road trip, buddy.
Oh, and also maybe like a dinosaur fight. That'd be cool to see.
Well, we didn't talk about prehistory.
Yeah, right. All right, guys, last stop on our road trip. Ludlow, California. We're just going to Ludlow, the town of Ludlow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the ghostly stops along Route 66. The town started as water stop for the railroad in 1883. Imagine that, you had water stops on the railroad. These idiots.
Hard men, hard times, man.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, exactly. It remained an important rail stop through 1940, serving the mining industry. By the 1940s, the rail traffic had died, but the town continued to serve the many travelers on what was known as the National Old Trails Road, which ran across the continent from Baltimore to California. The road was later named Route 66, and Ludlow provided travelers a motor court with cabins, a cafe, and gasoline and service garage, and a place to rest up as they continued there through the desert. When the Interstate 40 was built in the late 1960s, it bypassed the town and rendered it obsolete. The few residents that managed to eke out a living in the desert left their homes and businesses to fall to ruin. Now, the ghost town is a perfect stop along historic Route 66. Visitors can peek their heads inside the old garage, decrepit homes and buildings, and check out some rusting classic cars abandoned with the rest of life in Ludlow long ago. So this is basically like, Centralia, where Ryan, our good friend, the Piss Ape Ryan's from. It's like that. This is like the West Side's version without the fires underground.
Yeah, this is just abandoned because industry and just moved on. So I
just picture there is like one guy that's just like a lunatic like Ryan that's from that town, and they're like polar opposites. One just like tan,
right,
and more blonde.
Right. Yeah, I could go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Route 66 stuff is pretty great. There's a lot of great stuff along there. There's this one YouTuber that I watch. He just did like all of Route 66, and I was like, there's some really cool shit on there.
Is that the dude that does the abandoned places that you sent me before?
No. I don't think he does abandoned places.
Okay, then never mind.
I've watched like 50 different YouTubers.
Oh, dude, me and your brain is so crammed with this kind of stuff. Yeah. It's like we go, when something comes up,
exactly.
that I want to talk about that now. Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this is just a cool little road trip for us. We got some other meaty topics coming up, right? We got some juicy topics coming up, and we just this is a little fun one for us that we just put together.
Yeah, we had two big ones that are on the horizon. It's just literally as per usual, we're very busy, guys. And I passed my real estate exam, so there we go. Finally did it. Took me long enough, right? Yeah. Well, but I did it, and so that frees up some of that time for me. Yeah, studying stuff, and Jason is still commanding his legion of corpses to build and create his artwork and stuff. And check out cryptocurium.com, guys. That's where or is that
Thanks,
shop?
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Hey, man. Hey, whatever I can do to help. I love your artwork, and I love you.
Oh, I love you too, buddy.
Dearest Jason. It's been 3 weeks since we've recorded.
Yeah, it's been life, man.
Yeah. Life. My kid's about to be 1, gang. Yeah. Next week, my kid turns 1.
Look at that.
Where the fuck is the time? What is going on?
You've been a parent for a year. Come Wednesday.
I know, dude. I'm a child. That's like I'm still in I'm a child.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know. I've been a parent for 17 and a half years.
Oh. You know what? It's just, what was it from Dr. You're old as fuck. Not for life, but for the earth.
Yeah, like for the earth.
For the earth, yeah. Yep. Oh, man, it's crazy. It's nuts. It's been a ride. And, I'm just, perfect timing to finish the shit to, take on a new adventure.
Yep.
My own road trip of life.
Well, now we're just going down the real conspiracy shit. You know what I mean? We're going down that hidden tunnel beneath the White House. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we are. We got some stuff coming up. Also, some legendary assholes that we want to call out.
Yeah, we're gonna the long gestating Alistair Curley episode that's coming. Yeah. I genuinely just what an absolute just piece of shit. And hey, if you love that guy, I don't get it, but you're gonna hear us give that guy a lot of shit because he deserves it.
And if you love that guy and want to come defend it, well, please do. Please do.
Yeah, hey, we'll go for that.
Welcome it. Yeah, we welcome it.
I don't know. That's indefensible, but people still do it. Whatever. We're going to talk about them.
Well, the problem is people don't know enough. And that's what we're here to provide.
It's true. So we're going to hit that. We're also going to we have an episode about angels coming up because me and Ken talked about that because those are some really interesting beings. Like I can't believe we haven't hit that yet. Like we haven't covered that.
Right, and those are like the beginning of paranormal. And just history and written lore.
Yeah.
Angels are like the first paranormal thing. And not just that.
Flying eyeballs with wings and rings.
Yeah. And they always say,
wheels.
Be not afraid. And the person's like,
yeah.
I'll try not to. Three-headed lion creature with the tail of a, I don't know, sphinx. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's a lot of description. Yeah, vampire. There's a lot of descriptions, and we don't know, but we got some episodes coming up. It's just this one we're like, let's do something fun. Let's hop back into spring.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for baseball. Yeah, but we love you guys. We love you coming to listen to us, have our fun, and we hope we're fun to you. dear listeners. 3 weeks.
Right.
My dearest listeners.
Right.
I hope the cholera's gone down and
have you been time traveling vacationing again? You okay?
Bro, I'm a month no smoking cigarettes. Like I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm just becoming a different man. I am growing up. It took me 39 years, but I'm growing up, you know? I got this little person running around that wants to fist fight me all the time. It's nuts.
He's a maniac.
We have to do an episode on him. He's another danger. This kid, oh my God.
Well, you knew what you were doing.
I know. I knew it was coming too. Like I knew when we found out she was pregnant, I was like, oh God.
Yeah. Like, and then when you found out it was a boy, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh God.
And then he was born, you're like, okay, he might be all right. And then when he started throwing headbutts at you.
Oh my God, dude, he caught me. It was not this morning, yesterday. He keeps headbutting me in one spot in my orbital bone, like right here. Yeah. And he keeps getting the same spot. And I literally was like, break. Yeah, I was like, dude, you're chipping away at the levee here. Like, you gotta stop. And I told Jay I almost sent him away today. This morning I almost shipped him off.
Yep.
He is a monster, this kid. I think you said it too, that you're like, one day we're going to fight him on a mountaintop, like on a hillside, and we're both going to lose. I was like, it's going to suck. Because this kid, you guys don't even know what this kid's doing. This kid's a monster.
Yeah. He's training for something we don't even know about.
Exactly. He has a purpose. There's some purpose that this kid was born for. Yeah. That's like, he's born on March 4th, and I would joke going like March 4th, you know, but now I'm starting to be like, oh no.
Yeah, you said it too much. Now he's like, yes, Father.
Yeah, he's like, your silly John Connor was the savior of mankind. In your movies. Basically, this kid's gonna kick my ass one day, and it's gonna suck. I'm gonna have that have to check my 17-year-old son moment, you know.
Right. We'll try to get it on film so you folks can see it.
Yeah, and with all my years of boxing and martial arts training, it's gonna matter not, because he's just gonna pick me up like a monster from Resident Evil and just pull me in half.
Well, he's just gonna make all these weak points on you from all these headbutts over the years and just do and you're just gonna die. 3 touches, and to Kill Bill. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fall apart.
Yep. My wife's gonna laugh. She'll get the insurance money.
And you're just gonna look at him. Pai Mei taught you the 5-point bomb and splitting art technique, and he's gonna be like, of course he did.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, for this episode of Other Dangerous Podcast, I've been Ken James.
And I've been Jason McKittrick.
And as always, have a spooky evening. Thank you for listening to Other Dangerous Podcasts. Have you encountered the other dangers? If so, you can email us at otherdangerspodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to have a discussion about the paranormal, you can find us at Other Dangers Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. There you can find submitted pictures, videos, and artwork from listeners. We are now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else podcasts are streamed. And after listening, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the Other Dangers.